Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ancient Mathoms Progression series. I'm Onidson,
And I'm Grant Thompson, just along for the ride.
and today we are going to go up against our first quest that's out of the core set, The Hunt for Gollum, the first quest of the Shadows of Mirkwood cycle. Just a reminder, the Ancient Mathoms project is where we take a look at the early cards of the game and take a lot of the underpowered ones and give them just a little bit of a boost. And this progression series is where we're going to show off some of the cards we've made changes to. So, to start off with, Grant, you're running a Leadership Spirit deck. Tell us a little bit about it.
Um, well, it's sort of the general idea. It's some questing, some high-powered questing with Eowyn and Aragorn, some a little bit of action advantage with Aragorn, so you can do a little bit of questing and then be up for either a defense or an attack. I've got some allies like the Silverlord to make those attacks a little less dangerous. Some events that will allow us to a little bit of location control, and we'll find out what the rest of the deck has in store.
All right, I'm
But
running. I'll be running a Lore Tactics deck with Thalen, Glorfindel, and Bilbo, and I think this is the first time I've run a deck with where all three heroes are ones we've made a change to. We've seen Thalen and Glorfindel before, but Bilbo's a new one. Our change to him was pretty simple. We just dropped his threat to 6, which is where it should have been from the beginning. Thank you, Fantasy Flight.
yeah, and I think Bilbo is the hero that's caused us so far the most amount of controversy within trying to design a workaround for him.
We finally just pulled the plug and just said just cut the threat cost.
Yeah,
We can't find an ability that makes sense for him that also makes him worth the 9 threat.
yeah. So it was a bit of pill to swallow for me, but at the end of the day, I agree that it just needed to be done. So, are you keeping your opening hand?
Oh, I'll be mulliganing mine, I think. Too much
And
tactics.
I'm definitely mulliganing mine.
Anything better? Oh,
Not really.
not really. Mine's worse also.
You've got your Gondorian Spearman and Dark Knowledge there.
Yeah, but my last one had Glowwine, so I could have drawn us out of our hole.
Uh,
Well,
so,
I guess Bilbo will get a chance to show his quality.
show his worth.
All right then. So with that all done, I guess we'll do setup, eh?
Yeah, reveal one card
Oh,
from per player from the encounter deck and add it to the staging area.
Hunters from Mordor,
Joyce.
Joy, and the River Ninglor.
That's not so bad.
Oh, that's all right. Could be worse.
Yeah.
All right then. Luckily, this is kind of a simple quest. There's not a lot of mechanics to remember, so I guess let's go ahead and get started and hope you draw something useful.
Whoa. I've just doubled up on resources there.
And you drew 2 cards,
Yeah, I'll remove those extra resources for some reason.
right?
And did I bump up my did it bump up my threat there? Let's find out. 1729. No, it didn't. All right, okay.
Right.
So,
You.
well, I guess hmm? You gonna say something there, mate?
Oh, I was just gonna note that you drew 2 cards, but that's fine because Bilbo lets you do that. So,
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna start off by playing my Calabrian Stone, which is one of the cards I was hoping to draw. Aragorn the Spirit Resource, and both to boost them up to 4 questing. And what do you think? a Horse, Westfold Horsebreaker or Power on the Earth for that River Niglo.
Power of the Earth will let us just ignore that River Ninglor for the rest of the game. On the other hand, the
Right.
Horsebreaker would probably be a better emergency choice. So let's
Yeah.
get him down for emergencies, just in case.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I haven't drawn anything useful at all, so I'm going to drop down a Protector of Lorien on Bilbo just in case, and I'll save up my
Right.
resources.
Okay. So questing, I'll send 4, 8, 10. Give them the resource to Aragorn and ready them.
All right, I'll send 2 for Thalen, who quests with his attack instead of his willpower, and I'm gonna leave Glorfindel up, so we'll just make it 12. 12 against
Okay.
4 threat. What could possibly go wrong here?
We'll get 3 copies of 3 or 4 copies of the Signs of Gollum.
Don't talk to me like that. Flooded, Doomed One, and Surge. A second copy of the River Ninglor is what comes out for that Surge. And
Yeah.
card number 2 is Old Wives' Tales.
Okay.
Ouch.
I've got no way of cancelling that.
Oh man, that's awful. I forgot about that one.
So did I, but it's all good. The hunt as I'm coming down this round.
True. We're gonna make 6 progress on that quest.
Yeah,
Now,
and now we have to do the full effect of the quest card.
right, so look at the top 3 cards, reveal one of them, and discard the other 2. Um,
Uh, I'm happy with those Misty Mountain Goblins.
yeah, I'm thinking
Um,
that's better than all the other ones.
yeah.
Alright, and that's the end of the quest
Okay, I'll
phase.
travel into the River Niglo.
We'll travel to one of them.
Yep. We'll see the location we've got, apparently.
And I guess I'll take the goblins.
Okay.
And, oh boy, I could defend with Glorfindel, or I could just take it undefended.
Well, you got Glorfindel's healing ability there, so
I do, I'm just worried
unless there's a
about. I don't remember if the Dol Guldur orcs are in this encounter deck. If they are, they could cause some problems.
isn't there a shadow effect that deals 3 damage if the attached character doesn't have a shadow effect, doesn't have a signs attached,
Ooh, that could be nasty.
or is it double base attack if there's no signs attached,
I think it's double base attack.
which you could still eat.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it undefended. Alright, nothing. I'll put that onto Glorfindel.
But I'm glad to see that one go.
Me too. And Glorfindel will strike back and put 2 more on the goblins.
Okay.
And I
Draw
will
an
get my
extra card for
second
Bilbo.
card. Wonderful, I got Glare And could you use a card?
Well, we could try and see if I could dig for Steward, but
Let's.
if you need it,
I don't need it. I've got things to play for
uh,
who knows how long.
okay, I just drew the Silver Load Archer.
Alright then. Oh, and the River Ninglor should have pulled a progress off of that quest. The end of the round.
Well, shouldn't it be two? Because we've got two River Niglos on us.
Just while
Well,
it's
the
the
active
active.
situation.
Yep.
Yeah, I've just reread that.
And it,
Okay, you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Now the question is, what do I want to play? Do I save up for the Northern Tracker, or do I? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to drop out a Snowborn Scout to put one progress on the River Niglo in the staging area,
Okay.
and that's me done.
All right then. Sounds good to
And
me.
I'll quest for 6, I think.
Okay.
Give the region to Eowyn.
And I'll quest for 2. So that's 8 against the 4 in the staging area. Okay, so far so good. Card number 1 is the West Bank. Card number 2 are Eastern Crows, which surge into the
No, they
Gladden
don't. They're
Fields.
failing. They don't search because they're failing.
They don't surge because of Thalen. I'll just shuffle that back in. They come out, they take a point of damage from Thalen immediately, and they don't surge. Oh, and
Yeah,
speaking of points of damage, those Misty Mountain Goblins were,
would be dead.
yeah, should have taken that point of damage from Thalen. gotta use him for his full effect here, everybody. So we make a single point of progress.
Um, I'll pitch a card to Eowyn.
Okay,
I'll discard a Son of Arno.
and I'll pitch one of these spearmen. So we make 3 progress. And now we have to take one of these cards.
I'll say that use a Mirkwood.
I think
I don't
so.
think we're ready. I don't think we're ready to boost that threat from the attack or the threat from the Hunters of Mordor.
I think that I agree with you on that. That brings down a related question. Are we ready to take Hunters from Mordor?
Well, let's see. I can jump with the Snowborn Scout. I can ready up Feardred, so I can attack for 5, doing 3 damage to this turn.
So the answer is no, not yet.
Yeah, basically.
I suppose if I took it, I could use Stand Together, defend with Bilbo, and draw a card, but I don't think that'll do any good. So
Well, let's see. You draw a card. You've still got Glorfindel left to attack. You could start chipping away at them.
sure, I'll do that. And it gets the threat
And I
out of the
mean,
staging
next,
area.
and you've got the Winged Guardian for next turn if you want to pop them out.
That's also true. Alright, so I will defend with Bilbo. Nobody has a clue card attached.
So it's deal 1. Yep.
Okay, so
So that does
Bilbo's
nothing.
defending for 2, but I'm just going to play Stand Together and draw a card right now. Oh, hey, and there's Blade Mastery.
Okay.
Uh,
So you could technically do
I,
5 damage to him if you play Blade Mastery.
I could attack for 3, go up to 5 with Blade Mastery. That would put 3 damage on him.
Yeah.
And if you ditched the Horse Breaker, I could make it 5 damage on him, but that wouldn't be enough to kill him. So I'll just stick with the 1 for now, I think.
Okay. You actually,
Yeah?
yeah. I was thinking if I ditch the Horsebreaker, that ready's failing. There's 7 damage. You'd be left with 1, but then you wouldn't have enough to play your Gondorian Spearman.
Exactly. That's the unfortunate bit there. Look, I
Yeah,
can go Blade Mastery.
and I'll draw me extra card. And I've got all three power in the earth sitting in my hand.
Oh, and hey, River Ninglor pulled off that.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is spend 1, 2, 3, 4 resources and pull out a Northern Tracker.
Sounds good to me.
And hey, you couldn't play Blade Mastery anywhere.
I couldn't.
The West Bank's in play. Event cards cost 1 more.
Oh, I thought that was only while it was active. Yep, it's while it's active.
Oh. Me not reading cards again.
I'll use Glow on myself this time. Ooh, another stand together. Oh, that's tempting. You have anything else you're going to play?
I'm debating playing one of these Power in the Earths, but I think no, I'm just going to save it.
Okay. I'll go ahead.
No, I'm just working things out.
Okay, I'm gonna drop out an Erebor Hammersmith. Who'll give me a little extra attack, and I think I'm actually gonna pull out a Gondorian Spearman.
Right. Well, if you were pulling out that Hammersmith, I wouldn't have ditched me Son of Arno. I would have ditched one of the powers in the earth.
Oh well, I mean, I can wait on the Hammersmith. It's no big deal.
Well, it gives you extra attack, you're right? So I don't mind doing it. It was just we never really talked about what we're gonna do.
Okay, that's
you know
fair.
what I mean.
That's fair.
So it's just a slight retcon. It doesn't change anything of how I was going to do anything. Right. Just means I keep get that power in the earth back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. We've got 7 threat in the staging area. I'm going to send 2.
And I'll send 4, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so 10 against 7. Where's Theodred's resource going?
I suppose I could pass it over to Dylan. Oh no, I can't. I'll put it on your one.
Okay. Not gonna
Unless you think there's a better target. I was thinking about it, but I'm thinking just in case there's an enemy come out.
Okay.
I could possibly defend. I suppose, yeah, why not? Quest with Aragorn and spend these resources.
Alright, so 14 against 7. First card is the East Bank. And the second is, again, Old Wives' Tales.
Now, do I have to spend this resource or can I just exhaust Aragorn?
You have to spend the resource.
Oh.
And you have to get rid of Theodred's too. It's
a
nasty piece of work. We make 4 progress. And now we have to pick one of these.
The Eves again?
Yeah, I think so. With the Northern Tracker out, they're gonna go away soon enough.
Are we going to go back to the River Niglo?
Might as well.
Because the East Bank and the West Bank increase events or allies respectively.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just going to defend with a Gondorian Spearman.
No,
double this
Spearman.
Enemy's base attack. Oof. So now that's 4. 4
Bye-bye, Spearman.
Even stand together won't save him, so I'm just gonna let him die.
You harsh man.
Yeah, I know, I'm awful. Sorry.
Okay, so
Well, I don't have anything left I can do, so that was annoying.
yeah, just a bit. Well, maybe this will help you out. Two.
I'll draw
Oh, yeah,
two cards.
your first player. So I've done this slightly out of order, but
That's okay. I don't think I have
it
anything I can play.
it doesn't really make a difference because it's not a unique, so it shouldn't make a difference. And it's not a restricted card. Go ahead.
Right. Okay, I don't have anything. I could play Dark Knowledge.
You could.
Why not? I'll play Dark Knowledge.
Are you using Glare Wine to draw?
Um, I'll have you draw. Dig for
Yeah, thank
Steward.
you.
Or Gandalf.
That's even.
Or Gandalf.
Oh,
Okay,
Gandalf.
I'll quest for 5.
And I'll quest for 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, and I'll give the resource to Aragorn and Miriam.
So that's 17, putting a progress on every location in the staging area. And we're up against 8. Oh, yes, and the
Ah,
River Ninglor pulled off progress. Card number 1 is another East Bank. And card number 2 is Treacherous Fog. So we just added 4 more threat with that, so that's 7. Wow, we're up to 15. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 8, yeah, 15. So we only make 2 progress.
eh, it's still progress.
It's true. It's true.
I'll ditch a card so that way we can get past the quest card.
Okay, so that
Well,
gets that clears the
the
active
location.
location, and
Yeah,
now we have to choose one of these. I vote that treacherous fog.
agreed. I mean, I would like to say the signs, but that just bumps up the hunt as this round. So I'd say, and it reveals another card. So I'd say take the fog.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll take the fog, and it does nothing and clears. We gonna go anywhere, or are we just gonna let the tracker clear that out?
Are you wanting to play an ally next round?
Yes, I will be wanting to play an ally next round.
Okay, then yeah, just leave them there.
Okay, Bilbo will use Dark Knowledge to peek at that shadow card. We're just gonna deal 2 more shadow effects to that enemy. This is going to be interesting.
Right, now I've got a trick here. I could play Gandalf and nuke him before he makes this attack.
Um, no, I'm just gonna block with the Erebor Hammersmith. He should live,
Okay,
and if he doesn't live, then, well,
he
nothing's
doesn't live.
stopping you from sneak attacking Gandalf at that point to save him. Remove a progress token from the quest, and Signs of Gollum. Nothing happens, so he's just gonna take a point of damage.
Okay,
And I can attack for 4, and spending a resource from Glorfindel to heal him up 1 and boost his attack. We're now attacking for 5. There we go.
you're not dead yet.
What was that?
He's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
You still got him. You could have played Blade Masters instead of spending that. Use.
Ooh, actually, it's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I will spend Blade Mastery and kill him off. Thank
And
you.
that way, In that way, if we're going to sign the Gollum, we don't have to worry about the hunter.
Yeah. I think we need a little more attack power out here, though.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
there you go.
Oh, thank you. Um, in thanks for all that you have done. Oh, did you draw your extra card? Yes, you did.
Yeah, that was the ethnic card.
How do you feel about? Actually, I will draw Lorian's Wealth to see if I can find the
Yep.
horn for you, and you draw a card as well. And you know what? I'm gonna spend my other two resources for Gandalf's Search, just because. And there's the Horn of Gondor, and I'll add it to my hand, and we'll put Self-Preservation on top, and then Faint. And I spent two resources on Gandalf's Search, so you can search your top five as well.
Yeah, so right now that's the question. What do I fancy? I've got Faramir, the God of the Citadel, a Light in the Dark, a Snowborn Scout, or another Hasty Stroke. I think I'm going to take a Light in the Dark.
Yeah, that might actually be the best choice there.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, I'm doing nothing else this round.
Okay, I'll draw a card for myself.
Yep, that's fine.
All right then. Um, there is 11 threatened staging, but not for long because with the Northern Tracker, that will go down to 6 threatened staging. All right,
Okay.
shall we clear the first stage of the quest this round?
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
Okay, I've got 5, and you've got your 12.
Yeah, I've got me 12. Thanks for
Alrighty.
committing me Northern Tracker before I was ready.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's fine. For the good of the company, you know what it is.
Yep. Oh, also, I should have played this out. I'm gonna give Aragorn the Horn of Gondor.
All right, yeah. Thank you.
So, first card is Gladden Fields. Second is Goblin Town Scavengers. I discard Faint.
Oh no. Can I can I cancel that?
Oh, you can with Test of Will.
Right. Well, I'm going to cancel that.
Well,
I
I
don't
will.
want to discard. I don't want to discard the top card of my deck.
Okay
I
then.
know it seems like an odd reason, but I am not discarding the top card of my deck.
All right.
And instead of keeping Aragorn up, I'm actually going to not use his ability, so I can have that resource.
Oh, okay, right, because you've got Faramir.
Yeah.
All right, so we added 4, so we make 7 progress. We have to take 3. Evil
Oh,
Storm.
really, Evil Storm.
Or I suppose we could take the old fort and just. No, it's just going to go away anyway, so Evil Storm. And I'll take
Right,
the
okay.
Scavengers.
Well, I was going to say I could take them and just chump with me Snowborn Scout.
He might not even die, though, and then we wouldn't be able to kill him.
I don't know, but he's just there. He's not doing anything.
Okay, I'm not even going to take it undefended. I'm just going to do a Dark Knowledge. Look at it. Ooh, +1 attack. Gonna block the attack with Bilbo, kill him with Glorfindel.
Okay.
Oh, and we advance to the quest. We advance the quest, which is something to remember.
Yeah.
I draw an extra
I've got,
card.
yeah,
Oh,
gotta go for just a minute. I'll be back. Just do your planning. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
He's vlogging.
So this is going to be interesting. I think I will play out the Rivendell Minstrel, I think, will be my approach. Just looking at the rest of my hand, I'm feeling really rather annoyed that I have so many tactics cards in my hand.
Okay, apparently I haven't readied or gained resources, so I'll just have to do that manually.
So this is going to be interesting. We don't have any clues yet.
Yeah, right, okay. Who's first player? Is it you or me?
I think I'm first player because it's turn 6.
Right, it's just for some reason it hasn't started a new turn, and
Oh,
I didn't ready up on the log, so I'm just double checking.
well, that's
I've
weird.
had to do it manually. Yeah, okay, so is it worth us pulling out Faramir this round, or should I pull out an unexpected courage?
I mean, I think it's probably worth pulling out Faramir this round.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the most powerful ally in the core set.
Yep. So I got out a Rivendell Minstrel. I don't have any songs in my deck, but she's 2 willpower and 2 hit points. So,
Yeah, it's all good.
all right, I'm gonna have you draw another card as well. By the way.
Right, okay, yes.
And I can send 7 willpower to the quest.
I'll send 12.
Okay, so we have 19. And with the Northern Tracker, we're gonna clear that out. So it's 19 against 6. And the first card is a Signs of Gollum, which is guarded by a Banks of the Anduin. And the second card is an Evil Storm, which, thank heavens, you are still 1 point lower than.
No, I'm not. I should be at 35. It didn't raise me threat.
Oh no!
Don't worry, I've got a way around that. Before we commit to the quest, if I'd noticed that, I would have done this during the beginning of the quest stage
Oh, right.
and dropped me threat down to 30.
Oh, that's fair.
But Octagon being the way it is, glitched out, so I didn't realise my threat was at 35.
Okay. Yeah, that. I normally don't like retcons, but that's one of the situations where retconning is fine because if you had known your threat was at 35, if Octagon
I
had
would have done
told
it
you,
prior. Yeah.
yeah, okay, so that's 7. Oh hey, and at the beginning of the quest phase. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, actually, by the way, I did that wrong. We would have to do these Signs of Gollum. Like, we have to do the forced effect first. So it's the Signs of Gollum and Banks of the Anduin.
Okay, I took Signs of Gollum.
Yeah, definitely. And the Signs of Gollum is guarded by the Evil Storm.
Okay. Which does nothing.
Right. And so now we actually have to reveal cards from the encounter deck. I forgot that forced effect happens at the beginning of the quest phase.
Yep.
So card number 1 is Gladden Fields, and card number 2 is Eves of Mirkwood. So we've added 5. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I'm up by 1. So we make 8 progress.
We actually make more than that because the Gandalf's actually committed to the quest.
Oh. So we make 12 progress. We quest successfully.
Which means I can claim signed the Gollum.
Yep. And I think you're a better place to do that. So.
Yep.
All right then.
And then that means we move on to quest phase 3.
It does indeed. All right. Here we go. Shall we travel, or are we just fine?
We can travel if you want.
Let's just leave things the way they are.
Okay. Gandalf comes back to me hand. Oh, hey, and it's worked this time.
Oh, good.
And I should draw an extra card. Thanks, Bilbo. And I think I'll spend 2 resources for an unexpected purge on Aragorn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pay 2 resources for a Guard of the Citadel. And I'll target Eowyn.
All right. Hey, I don't have the image for the new Guard of the Citadel on here.
No, that's one of the ones I forgot by the looks of it. It should have the ability that any damage given. Let's have a look. See if I can load it in. There it is. And I'll just make the one for now because that's the only one I've got out. There's
Just put the other one in the victory display or something.
Yeah, that's one. Just putting it in the sideboard there.
Okay.
There we go.
And I will just edit this part out.
Yeah.
All right. And we're starting again in 3, 2, 1. Mark. So, now all we have to do is quest out. So, there is 11 in the staging area still. And
Okay.
I cannot commit characters to the quest.
Okay. I'll do 4, 6, 4, 8, 10.
Oh, and
11.
just in case something comes up, I'll play out that horseback archer.
14, 15.
So,
I think I've got 13 there, plus Faramir has 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20 against 11. The Northern Tracker places progress all over the place. So it's actually 20 against 8. The first card is an Evil Storm. And that I think we're both still fine. The second card is a Misty Mountain Goblins. We add 2 threat to the staging area. We make 10 progress. And we quest out successfully.
Bet.
Well, congratulations, Grant.
And yourself, mate.
Bilbo has shown his quality. I really like having a low-threat lore hero to pair up with Glorfindel.
Yeah, definitely. And Phelan obviously stopped that nasty surge that would have happened at the beginning of the game.
Yep. So, I mean,
Although there wasn't as much combat as I was thinking that there was going to be.
yeah, I normally expect to see 2 or 3 of those hunters from Mordor in a game.
Mm. Well, we did technically because one came out as a shadow card,
I guess that's true.
but usually I'm getting swarmed with the Misty Mountain Goblins or the Crows or something. This time we just got location locked,
Right.
so to speak. We got location swarmed, but luckily enough, I got the Northern Tracker out early enough so that it didn't cause much of an issue.
Yeah, just cleared everything out pretty quickly. Um,
So, on the whole, how do you think the card from the Signs of Gollum played out?
well, Bilbo turned out really well. The Rivendell Minstrel is fine. 3 costs for 2 willpower. Once we start adding songs into our card pool, she'll do a little better. And that
Mm-hmm.
second hit point, I think, is useful. On your side, I think the card that got added is Westfold Horsebreaker. Um,
Yeah,
all of the other cards in this pack um, didn't need help, with the exception of mustering the Rohirrim, but with only one Rohan ally in the deck. Well, 2 Rohan allies in the deck with the Snowborn Scout. It didn't seem
worth
worth
putting
it,
in.
worth it yet.
Yeah, you might have to wait until the Years of Numenor where the Rohan trait gets fleshed out a bit.
Well, we've got 5 or 6 more Rohan allies. Okay, that might be an exaggeration. We have a few more Rohan allies in this cycle, enough to make it maybe worth dropping mustering the Rohirrim.
Okay, I might have been exaggerating there. But you can't make a viable Rohan deck until at least that season, like that expansion.
That's
The
fair.
Years of Numenor against the Shadow Cycle was where Rohan really got fleshed out, as well as the voice of Isengard and what have you. But you can still make a half decent semi Rohan deck within the current card pool.
Yep. And sometime in the next few quests, you'll get to see us do that. Until then, I think that's all I've got to say about the cards today. Any last words, Grant?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was upset that I didn't get to kill anybody off and gain a resource from the horn. And also, I had this light in the dark sitting there for anything that came out. I was hoping for another hunt as a model that I could have just bounced back to the staging area for a round and then started chumping with and getting some attack power on the board.
Wasn't meant to be, I guess.
No, I didn't get to show it off, but on the whole, I think these cards are working extremely well with the changes that we've made. The Westfold Horsebreaker, we didn't use his action, but that reduction to down to 1 cost for him really makes it easy ally to just drop in and as an emergency panic button. Like if we'd got hit with an enemy that were really like the hunt as a model when that old wives' tale came out, I could have just ditched it and straight away had a ready 0 to defend it. But luckily enough, we didn't need that. And he was sitting there just questing for 1 every round.
Yeah, even without his action, 1 cost for 1 willpower isn't a bad trade.
Exactly. I mean, the Snowborn Scout, you get 1 for 1 defense.
And that is a bad trade. But the progress token isn't, and the chump blocker isn't.
So once you get Faramir out, these cheap 1-cost allies start showing just how viable they are. I mean, I had another Snowborn Scout sitting in hand for next round just to pop the other Gladden Fields if we didn't quest through this round. So we had both Gladden Fields in the victory display next round and possibly improve the score a little bit. But alas, we beat the quest straight away within 7 rounds, which isn't too bad because I've seen this quest take ages because we keep mulling and milling the Signs of Gollum. I mean, we could have possibly took it finished a couple of turns earlier if we decided to take the Signs of Gollum, but then we're stuck with a 4/4 hunter from the beginning, pretty much. That would have just kept doing some damage that we had no real way of healing off at that point in time.
Yep, I think the safe way was the right way.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, until next time, happy questing, and join us next time as we take on conflict at the Karok with a few new cards in our pocket.